The Community of African Banking Supervisors (CAPS) is mandated to foster liaison, cooperation and exchange of best practices among supervisors and regulators in Africa. It also accelerates financial and technical assistance to support banking regulatory and supervisory reform processes. Welcoming the delegates at a two-day conference, the Director of Banking Supervision Central Bank of the Gambia, Halima Singate Jany, cited new technologies and climate-related financial risks, among others, continues to be a challenge for regulators in the financial management systems.
Climate-related financial risks have the potential to affect the safety and soundness of banks through physical and transition risk, which affects various sectors in the economy. This makes it imperative for bank regulators to integrate climate-related risk in their prudential, financial, and supervisory frameworks. This calls for coordination and concerted efforts from the financial sector, regulators, and supervisors to look beyond the immediate business lines and current mandates to assess the potential impact that could arise from unmanaged risk to the global climate change.
The senior advisor, Bank for International Settlements, said the world faces incredible uncertainty in the financial management for macroeconomic stability, with increasing geopolitical influence by big economies.
The uncertainty remains extremely high due to the context of further potential escalation and potential duration of the war in Ukraine. The inflation seems to be higher than most financial authorities were expecting initially, and the understanding that Russia and Ukraine both represent 1/3 of grain wood supply and some 75% of the sunflower oil supply can give an idea of the potential impact. Well, these and other commodities, in particular energy commodities and then the fertilizers, are mostly imported in Africa. In the current context, imported commodities means imported inflation.
In his keynote address, the second Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of the Gambia, Dr. Paul Mendy, on behalf of the Governor Boisedi, who is the chair of the Association of African Central Banks, underscored the importance of the seminar in the continent as the world grapples with instability which exposes vulnerability of economies.
We must redouble our efforts towards achieving the common goals of expanding trade between our nations, accelerated economic growth, stabilized exchange rates, lower inflation, and the promotion of macroeconomic stability. The outcomes of your deliberations should be aimed at facilitating effective regulation of our financial systems and engendering opportunities for businesses and banking institutions to increase access to finance for our citizens.
In the domestic front, Mr. Mendy asserted that Gambian banking system remains resilient with an economic forecast growing by 5.6% this year, higher than 5.2% projected in 2022. He further revealed that as part of collaborations among central banks, the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System proves to transform payment system platforms to revolutionize trade and settlement of transactions in the continent. Usman Mane, GRTS.